Hello everyone, SiegeLink here, back with my first episode of another series with my team. This time we're facing Team Sleuth. This is another team on my Discord server that I'm a part of, and my friend Rack City is going to be streaming this. He was the person who played the last game of the last series, and we're not exactly sure how things are going to go. It was kind of sloppily set up. Like, everyone was fine with 4 p.m. Eastern, but then, like, at the last second, Sirreal, my team captain, spelled with an I instead of a U, got the times mixed up, and as a result, the person who was planning on streaming this, Magi, who streamed our last game, as a result, got the times mixed up as well, because Sirreal mixed them up. I'm not sure exactly how Sirreal did that, but I definitely don't blame him completely. I also blame myself a little bit that I didn't notice that and didn't tell him about it. Like, wait, because it was kind of like before when they played on port, and I was like, wait, didn't we already do port? Or I think it might have been a different map, but actually I think it was port. Felt like it was a different map, but I think it was the same. But interestingly, no drones being made until. Okay, yeah, apparently there was a lot of lag on Sirreal's part. That first drone was very late. Alright, so in the bottom here, using the blue Zerg pieces, we have the team captain of Sirreal, spelled with an I instead of a U. And up here in the, I guess, like, beige-ish pink Terran pieces, we have Warhawk. And, okay, for a second I thought that was a bunker, because it seemed, the shape seemed a bit off to me for some reason. So far everything seems kind of average, except spawning pool quite a bit quicker than extractor. Usually people go hatch, gas, pool, but here it's hatch, pool, and he's forgetting the gas. I'm trying to think what he can do without gas. I mean, he can get queens, and he can get slow lings. But if he wants to go for Banes, Roaches, or Lair, he's going to need gas. So I guess, yeah, just a little bit of a later extractor. Now, interestingly, he's going to send out a late SEV scout. Now, what's weird about this is that his Reaper's halfway done. In my personal opinion, this is a bad play. I think that you should either SEV scout much earlier, or you should just wait for the Reaper. Because, like, by the time the Reaper comes out, you're going to get all the information you need. And if you want to scout against something like an all-in because you're facing the Sirreal clan, the Sirreal team, then, like, a cheese would hit you at this point. Like, look, the SCV is still halfway on the map when the Reaper passes him. So he's waiting for a jump up, but I'm pretty sure you can't jump up there. Can you? You can jump on, like, the tree stump? I don't think that's a thing. Oh. Yeah, it looked like he had him on patrol. Yeah, if he didn't keep him on the patrol, he actually would have just instantly killed that Reaper. Or at least would have gotten to, like, 3 health or something. So far, Sirreal's going pretty greedy, but it's at that point in time where work supply is equal, but it's just now that he's got his queens and he's got his larva injects that he can go greedy. Wow, I just realized, on this map, the creep spread stretches very far from the main base without a creep tumor. Because usually you'll see people go for a creep, sometimes you'll see people go for a creep tumor immediately to connect them, because queens can't really move in and out of natural and main base that well at all. Yeah, this I personally think is a bit of a mistake without link speed, especially going down the central path. Luckily for him, he's just keeping those guys there. In my opinion, Yeah, he's waiting for a run by. He could also just like put a Ling like here and wait for the run by, but that could also be a little bit of a tell. And actually, he's got this Overlord here, so he's covered. Yeah, he sees 4 Hellions just staying there. And this is the problem with Terran 111 a lot of the time, is that you can go across the map and do drone kills, which you have to, otherwise Zerg will always win. They'll have like 30 more workers than you. But the second you move across, especially with maps having overlord spots like this that you can't kill but they can see you, it makes it so just running in with like 20 links can kill the entire natural's worth of workers easily. Now luckily for him, he only has 6 links here. And he is going for Cloak Banshee, which is a standard play. In my opinion, Cloak Banshee's not actually like... It's, I think, probably, to some extent, the most safest play, but not really as good as some people might say. And in terms of harassment, it's definitely not as good as a lot of people say, because Cloak takes so long, and Cloak pretty much does nothing if they don't... it basically means if they have a Spore Crawler in each mineral line, it doesn't matter if you have Cloak or not, it's not really going to do anything other than make it so they can't mine from gas. And that's basically it. So, Cloak Banshee rarely, in terms of harassment, gets its value's worth. Like, I would prefer going for something like Raven or Liberator. It's just that Banshee, to some extent, is safer, but not as much as other people. Yep. About to get 1 Hellion here. Yeah, I mean, if you look at Sirreal's minerals and gas, I mean, he definitely should be putting guys on his gas geysers. He's forgetting about that completely. And he's got loads of minerals he's not spending, and he's got no gas income. Like, he could make, like, if he had guys on these gas geysers earlier, he could be making, like, 20 roaches right now. So, quite a bit of a blunder there from Sirreal. And yeah, now he's waited for 2 Banshees, because you might as well wait for Cloak. But at that point, you know, if you don't have a Spore Crawler in each mineral line, you deserve to lose. And looks like Sirreal forgot about that. Yeah, I'm really worried for Sirreal here. And there's not too much reason to really do that. Okay, now at least he reacted instantly, putting down spores in these bases. I mean, you have so much gas, you might as well transform these into Ravagers to at least try to kite the Banshees around. Okay, he's got an Overseer. And now he's starting to finally mine that gas. And this is kind of how TVZ works a lot of the time, you know. You can kill tons of workers and the Zerg just doesn't care about it because of how Larva works. Although there I will say that Warhawk definitely could have just ignored those queens and just went into the main, into like the natural. He probably expected he would have spores, but he didn't. He's got 3 barracks and is starting to build a second 2. He's got CC in the main base. And things are going well for him. A few of these guys weren't rallied. He's got 2 tanks, Marines without combat shield. He does have stimmy, combat shields getting there. He's got 2 medevacs, also aren't rallied. I make that mistake every now and again, but not that commonly. And currently Sirreal's going way too greedy. He's got loads of money, and he is not spending it all. He's also, doesn't even look like he's injecting that much. I'm not that worried, but I am very worried, because this is something that I didn't expect out of Sirreal, is to have this much and to not be using it. I mean, this is a mistake that I use when I play Zerg, and I never play Zerg, and I'm in Silver 1 Zerg, so, you know, I didn't expect this coming from a Diamond player. Although I will say I have seen this from Plat players. Yeah, look, he's still not making... He saw this army, and he's still not making any units. He's just not making 10 links, which aren't going to do anything versus this. Like, roaches are not going to win you this. We got to make roaches. I think I said roaches twice there. Yeah, this is GG. Okay, Banes, that's something. But I mean, even then, he's on 2 bases against a Terran player that he didn't. I mean, he put like units here, but he never ran them in. Not pulling that Banshee back. No, 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 don't. Okay. Okay, but now he's seen the Banes. Ooh. Okay, splitting wasn't that good, but it's going to be good enough here, especially with still no units being made. I mean, he has so many minerals, he could just put, like, 10 spines down. And, yep, he's going to call out GG, and that will be game 1. So game 1 goes to Warhawk. See you guys in the next game.